evade. She uses her telekinesis to levitate Todoroki off the ground, thus blocking him from
I'm
using
playing
his
some video game,
unseen.
Corey.
She then uses the capture tape on him. She then goes after Shoji, but he manages to see her coming. He tries to catch her, but she phases through his attempts until time runs out. The villains end up winning. The third match is Tokoyami and Tsuyu versus Kirishima and Zero, which the heroes managed to win by using their teamwork and long-range attacks to their advantage. The fourth match is Kaminari and Jiro against Minon and Zero. The villains managed to win by capturing the heroes using their quirks. The fifth match is John and Damien against Maya and Ashido. Before the match starts, both teams start strategizing, deciding how to handle the battle. "So what are you planning?" asked John, knowing full well how Damien thinks. "We have two opponents. Maya will try to sneak behind us and capture us using the capture tape. They'll leave the Asa girl defending, at least if they're smart. Once Maya is taken care of, we can easily take her down," explains Damien as he keeps thinking. "You haven't manifested any more powers, have you?" "Aside from my quirk, I'm still only at super strength, speed, and heat vision," answers John. "We'll make do," says Damien. Moments later, the exercise begins. The two students enter the building. John walks through the hallways with a very carefree attitude, while Damien, next to him, has his guard up. After reaching the second floor, an invisible entity approaches from behind. Damien turns around, summoning a batarang and shooting it at Maya. He hits her in the shoulder. Blood comes out of the middle of nowhere, and she's forced to reveal herself. "Ah, that hurt!" she exclaims, charging up an attack. She shoots an energy blast at Damien that's enhanced with a sonic attack. John pushes Damien out of the way, tanking the hit and being thrown back. Damien uses his quirk to summon a katana. He slashes at Maya. She jumps back, trying to evade all the slashes. Damien then summons and throws a smoke bomb, managing to take advantage of his surroundings and his enemy's inexperience to get the better of her. He manages to sweep the legs and pin her to the ground, immobilizing her. Once the smoke clears, John steps up, binding her with the binding cloth, thus eliminating her from the exercise. The duo then heads to the weapons room. John slams the door open, zooming in. He tries to touch the weapon, but ends up tripping over a small hole that Ashido made with her acid. There are a bunch across the room. Ashido tries to use the capture tape on John, but Damien throws a batarang at her, blocking her. He then rushes at her, ready to take her down. Ashido tries to defend herself, but in the time that Damien was keeping her busy, John touched the weapon, winning the exercise. After the exercise, Ida tries his best to point out their mistakes, but All Might and Nightwing have to step in to fill the gaps. The school day thus comes to an end, and the students go home with a whole bunch of dangers ahead of them. And that's the end of the video. Hope you guys are enjoying this episode. So far, we're in the setup phase, because the real payoff to my whole universe stuff only comes later, with interesting stuff being revealed when it comes. I hope you guys enjoy when it actually arrives, that information. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. I mean, little bits and pieces have already been hinted at in one or two videos. So, yeah. So far, I have to say that I'm really enjoying this series. I've added some characters a bit of random to both Class 1A and Class 1B. Hence, Garfield Logan is in Class 1B, along with Donald Troy and Stargirl. I just thought it would be interesting. I like mixing universes together like I did with the Spider-Man What If. Originally, in the previous version of this, Yaoyorozu and everyone in Class 1A stayed the same because it focused on these people being Class 1B. That since you guys voted,